What do a great book and your resume have in common? Just like a best selling novel, your resume should tell a story that captivates and keeps hiring managers hooked from the first glance. Imagine your resume being the book that no one can put down, that one that leaves them wanting more. In this video, I'll show you how to craft your resume that turns your career story into a compelling narrative. Let's make sure your resume is one they can't stop reading. Your resume is your personal brand statement. It is the first impression you make on a potential employer. With over 250 resumes competing for every job, how do you make sure that yours is the one that stands out? Today I'm going to show you how to tell your career story in a way that hooks them from the start and keeps them turning the pages. It's time to make your resume a page turner. In today's competitive job market, a good resume is your ticket to standing out and getting the interview. Let's break down the elements of a great story and how we can apply these to your resume. Now, the first is a compelling character, but this time you're the hero. Now, in any great story, the main character drives the action. In your resume, you get to be the hero. You get to brag. What makes you stand out? What unique strengths and accomplishments define your journey? Let's look at some examples. One, instead of saying, I just handled a cash register, say it this way. I accurately processed hundreds of transactions at a busy convenience store, handling up to 50 transactions per shift with a strong focus on customer service. Be the hero that gets things done. An engaging plot, which is your career journey. Now, a great book has a plot with a clear direction, and your resume should show a similar arc of growth and progression. Where did you start? How did you move forward? Now, an example of this could be highlight your career growth. You started as an intern, you were hired as a full-time employee, and within 6 months, due to demonstrated leadership to customer service, you kept promoting up. Conflict. There's always challenges and solutions in any great story. Every gripping story has a conflict that challenges the hero that you must overcome. Your resume should show how you tackled a tough problem and delivered results. An example is saying, instead of I help customers, it could be I resolve customer complaints, effectively reducing negative feedback by 20% over 3 months. Show how you solved real challenges. A rich setting. This is your work environment and providing industry context. A good story transports you into the setting. In your resume, set the scene to give employers context about where you worked and how you thrived. And a good example of this could be saying, instead of saying, I worked as a fast food employee, right? I worked in a fast-paced fast food environment, handling up to 100 orders per shift while maintaining excellent customer service. Set the scene so they understand the context of your accomplishments. Next is the theme. Now, this is your core skills and your values, and this is really important. The theme of the book reveals its deeper message. Your resume should communicate your core values and your skills. What are the things you stand for? What is your brand? Emphasize key skills like teamwork, attention to detail, customer service, problem solving, leadership. Those are the things that stand out. Look at that job description and try to fit those things in there if they fit you. Now, here's a way of looking at that. It could be I collaborated with a team of 5 to streamline inventory processes, improving efficiency by over 10%. Then you've got your emotional impact, and this is you demonstrating your value. Great stories connect emotionally, and so should your resume. Use quantifiable results, numbers, to show how your work made a difference. A lot of people say, well, I restocked shelves. You could say, I ensured timely restocking of products, reducing out-of-stock items by 15%, improving the customer experience. Numbers matter. Make sure you put in those dollars saved, time saved, percentage improvements. That's what gets the attention and can what really separate you from all the other resumes that they receive. Next is memorable dialogue. Strong action-oriented bullet points. Like a powerful dialogue, your resume should have bullet points that grab attention. Use action verbs to make each achievement pop. Example, instead of saying I helped with administrative tasks, try I managed office filing systems, organizing over 500 documents, reducing retrieval time by up to 30%. Make each point pack a punch. Words are important, and how you put those together really makes a difference. Pacing. Your pacing should be concise with relevant information. There's too many times people put a lot of fluff in there, like a job narrative or hobbies and references and so much stuff that nobody looks at. Pacing is the key in any story. So is brevity in your resume. You really want to try to keep it to 1 or 2 pages at the most. Focus on the highlights. Don't overload your reader with unnecessary details. For example, keep your resume concise, focusing on achievements that relate to the job that you're applying for. For instance, you could say, I assisted customers by answering product inquiries, leading to a 95% customer satisfaction rating in feedback surveys. Next, you have surprise and suspense, and these are standout accomplishments. So every great story has a twist, and your resume should have a standout moment that captures the reader's eye. An example could be include unexpected accomplishments or impressive results. I was recognized as Employee of the Month for implementing a system that reduced wait times by 10%. The right resume opens doors and creates opportunities. Now, by applying these storytelling techniques to your resume, it becomes more than just a list of job titles. It becomes your narrative about your career journey and the value that you bring to employers. Remember, your resume is the foundation of your career. You can reference it in interviews, in performance reviews, in promotions, and so much more. Remember, it's your story. You're writing it every day, so make it a great one. If you're ready to get started, click the link in the description for a free resume template to help you on your next big adventure. And if you want to avoid common resume mistakes, the do's and the don'ts, check out this video. Let's turn your resume from boring to a bestseller.